Look.
Food drama!
Look what I just got. Yay! So this is the Farm Fresh to You organic box produce. So we'll see. I've gotten a couple of these already and I was pretty impressed, although I do remember seeing some things that I was like not super in love with. So I was very careful this week. I chose things that I knew that I was gonna want. A little cheat sheet here. I love this. So what they do is they send you this box full of stuff and it has a whole list of everything you ordered, but it also gives you all the tips that you need on how to store your fruits and vegetables properly so that they don't actually go bad before you want them. I did not follow the instructions the first time and things went bad before I wanted them. So read this, it's very important. All right, let's see what we've got. So first, a whole bunch of cold stuff in a plastic bag, hence the crinkling. Green kale. All right, next up, and here's something I'm super excited about. This is purple asparagus. And I know it looks weird and oddly colored, but it's supposed to have a really lovely, almost woody flavor, like tempered with some sweetness and less of like that strange green astringent asparagus-ness of the green asparagus. So we'll find out. Yeah, check these out. These are rainbow carrots. So you'll see a lot of carrot greens, perfect for making soup stock. Rainbow carrots so that our dishes are beautiful and colorful. I'm very excited about these. Like, it's like inappropriate how excited I am about the rainbow carrots, but deal with it. So next, in the bottom of the box, we have a slicing cucumber. Woo! And you know it's organic because it's not perfect. We have a yellow onion because you always need an onion when you cook. And here's where I was getting real crazy with the box this week. I got 2 types of potatoes. Baby red skins and what are these? Yellow fin potatoes. I don't know. We'll see if there's any difference. Probably, I hope so. So these little red potatoes generally have like a waxier texture, a creamier taste, but a waxier texture versus like the graininess or the mealiness of other types of potatoes. I've never had yellow fins before, so I'm curious to see what they taste like and what they feel like and how they cook up. So I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight, but I have a whole ton of great vegetables to use, so let's get going. So one of the reasons that Erin and I decided to start this Farm Fresh to You box subscription is because we were thinking that if we had an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables every week, then we would eat much healthier. And lo and behold, we kind of are. And tonight is a really, really good example of it. So we stopped at the store on the way home, got some good old skirt steak. So I've pulled from the box some of the staples, onion and potatoes, but we are trying the yellow fins, so who knows what they're gonna end up like. I don't know, cross your fingers for me, guys. And the purple asparagus. So you can see the inside of the asparagus is actually green and white. It's only purple on the outside. Woo! Asparagus down! But here's the good thing. These cook really, really quickly. So we're gonna get started first with the potatoes because they do take the longest to cook. As you can see, I have a grill top here. It's preheating. It's crazy hot right now. I'm gonna turn that down. And it's gonna slice these pretty thin. so they cook relatively quickly. Nice even slices about 1/4 of an inch thick. I'm leaving the skins on because the skins have a ton of nutrition. Fiber, vitamins, minerals, not minerals from dirt. I washed them, don't worry. So we've got our potatoes, slicing them up right here. So normally on cast iron, you don't really need to use a lot of oil or fat when you're cooking, but it's dinner and I'm starving and I like things to have lots and lots of flavor when I make dinner. So I'm going to be using a little bit of bacon fat. So bacon fat on the griddle. Okay, so I'm going to let that melt down a little bit with my spoon. Excellent. Okay. Woo. So I have this bad habit of sticking everything in my mouth after I'm done with it. Spoons and forks and whatnot, but like, it's bacon fat, so I'm not gonna. Although I'm sure it would be delicious, right? Alright, so I'm just placing these down. Apparently this griddle's super hot. I just got stung a little bit by the oil. Don't do what I did. Be careful. Also, a thing to remember with cooking with hot oil is to lay food in away from you so that you don't get splattered as often and dramatically. So there's that. Remember that, kids. Almost done. So one of the things that I really, really love about cooking on a griddle is that everything cooks pretty evenly and pretty quickly. So hopefully that holds true with our potatoes. So next up, an onion. Just gonna do a little bit of it. And this isn't really for anything except that I like to add a little bit of sweetness to my steak. So I've just cut off a little bit of the onion. Peeling it. Chopping it very quickly. Or as quickly as safety will allow. How about that? You know. Okay. So our onion is prepped. I'm going to get this steak going really quickly. Move these to safety. So as you can see, I have a variety of seasonings happening here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to season my steak with some smoked salt that I got from a friend at work and some fresh cracked pepper. And like literally that's it. I will finish the steak off with some truffle oil maybe, but that's it. Like it's skirt steak. You don't really need too much. You know what I mean? So here go here with some pepper. And my clean hand, some salt. And you might be wondering why I didn't season my potatoes, but that's because I'm trying really hard to figure out what these particular potatoes taste like. I'm sure that the next time I cook with them, I will absolutely season them appropriately, but until then, meh. Alright, some more salt and pepper. I'm going to turn the heat down on the back burner because that's where the potatoes are. So much pepper. I figure it's best to get like a really thick crust of pepper and some salt on your skirt steak because it's a fairly tough cut of meat and there isn't too much fat, which means that there isn't a whole lot of like natural beefy flavor going on. Okay, so, alright, so, skirt steak down, and this won't take all that long really. It's a really thin cut of meat, which is why I started the potatoes first, because they actually take longer, and they can hold better. So, just finagle this on. Alright, this. So, hold on, I'm gonna go wash my hands really quickly so that I can get to the asparagus and show you how to handle it. BRB! Oh, it's so clean! I love it! Sorry, I'm a nerd. So I'm gonna turn the fan on in a second when I'm done talking to you. So I've washed these asparagus. Asparagus? Is that a word? Somebody tell me. So a lot of people will just like bundle them all up, right? And cut them arbitrarily, probably 1.5 inches or so from the bottom. But like, here's the thing. Asparagus are all individual vegetables, which means that they all have their own individual breaking point. I'm not saying you need to like sit here and painstakingly do things, but like, look. If you just bend, and it'll snap where it snaps. And that's where it wants to be. And that's fine. So you just do this for all of your asparagus. Really, someone's got to tell me what's happening in that word. And then here we go. So quick. It takes seconds. Literally seconds. Nothing. No time. And I know, like, not all of your socks will be exactly the same length and all that. But like, I feel like when you do it this way, you get exactly the best and the healthiest part of the plant versus like weird, thick, woody, not very tasty, kind of dry part. Because like, this is the oldest part in terms of like exposure to oxygen and all that stuff. So you don't actually want to eat that. All right, so steak's going really nicely. The potatoes look like they actually need some more time than the steak will. Okay, take a look at this skirt steak. Guys, I mean, look at that color. Holy crap, right? I know, it looks delicious. I'm very excited for this. Like, it's like unreasonable how excited I am. Also, I wanted to show you guys a thing. So, the asparagus is indeed green and white on the inside. And a lot of people are like, oh God, how do you cook asparagus? I don't know. Because I get raw sometimes. It's so good. Also, when you're cooking with a new ingredient, always try to taste it. That way you know exactly what you're doing with it. How to cook it, how to season it, what it pairs well with, all that stuff. Luckily, these are incredibly sweet, not very fibrous or woody. A little green, but I feel like that'll totally mellow when I cook them. So these will be a really nice, sweet, mild accompaniment to the fairly strongly seasoned steak. I'm going to check on these potatoes, see how they're feeling. So I'm getting just the tiniest amount of color on the potatoes. I want a little bit more before I flip them. Oh no! Potato down! So look what I just discovered. Turns out that when purple asparagus is raw, it's purple. And then when you cook it, it turns green. Who knew? I didn't. So, we're learning things, because science. As you can tell, because I'm cooking asparagus on this grill, clearly the steak is done. It's like really gorgeous, and I would move the camera to show you, but I don't want to lose this amazing moment right now of cooking the asparagus, because I'm really excited about it. So, whatever. Also, the potatoes are browning quite nicely, which is also a very exciting moment in my life, because they seem to actually take on a really nice color, kind of a nutty brown when they cook, which is quite lovely. I really appreciate it. So all in all, I can say that I'm pretty happy with what we've gotten in our Farm Fresh to You box. Because like, guys, look at that potato. Like, I know it's super smoky in here, but yo, check out that potato, man. Look how pretty that is. I keep losing potatoes. I'm really bad with tongs. I'm not gonna pick up any more potatoes for you. That's it, it's cut off. So, anyway, they look delicious. They're nice and toasty brown. And everything looks like it's coming along really, really well. So as you can see, we have an incredible finished product. Steak from the market and all the veggies straight from Farm Fresh to you. You guys, this is such a good value and they deliver every week, usually on Thursdays if that's what you choose. And it's super reasonable and you can customize your boxes. So if you're paleo, don't get potatoes. If you're not paleo, these are amazing. I just ate one after I dropped 2 on the floor. So good. So overall, great value. Super excited about this. Don't forget to stay tuned because we've got so many more videos coming for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.